What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from Dawson Speak TV and D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the videos on this channel. Much love to those who support this channel by donating. I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box underneath the video. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. Now, this video is for educational purposes, and as I approach this topic with respect, I want you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now, before I get into this story, I want to say that Dawson Speaks TV does not discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, gender expression, age, national origin, disability, marital status, sexual orientation, military status, or political affiliation. Now let's just talk for a little bit. I was reading an article over at the Christian Post, and a big shout out to the Christian Post. They are the post with the most, and definitely big ups to Leonardo Blair, the senior reporter over there. He stays on the wall and continues to give us these great stories, and we appreciate you for that, sir. At least I do. I appreciate it. Now the article was about Pastor Michael Todd receiving backlash for wearing feminine attire. Now, Pastor Michael Todd, who in my opinion pulls stunts. Yes, he pulls stunts all the time to get attention, which is why I think this is the first time that I've ever done a video on him, and I've been doing YouTube for many years. And I think what did it for me when it comes to Pastor Michael Todd is when he did the demonstration with his brother on the pulpit, when he put saliva on his brother's face. I was done. I was like, bro, there ain't that much demonstration in the world. Just preach the word. We don't need all of that. So I get why many people criticize Pastor Michael Todd because he comes across as an attention-seeking individual. Now, last Sunday, Pastor Michael Todd began a new series called Mustard, the seed that can change everything. The message aims to teach his followers about the 5 things on which they shouldn't waste their faith. However, viewers and people online really didn't pay attention to the message. They were paying attention to his attire. Now, Pastor Michael Todd was wearing wide-leg black slacks, a form-fitting black tank or t-shirt with a mustard-colored leather short-sleeve button-up shirt over it, and mustard-colored and black-colored snakeskin boots that some viewers described as high heels. Now, on social media, people let Pastor Michael Todd have it. Yes, they did. I mean, they went off on his attire saying that he looked like an auntie, and some even said, "Stop wearing women's clothing." But come on, you all. This is what Pastor Michael Todd wants. He loves the attention. Now, Pastor Michael Todd is a married man with a lovely family. There he is with his beautiful wife right there, Natalie Todd. And we haven't heard any rumors about anything going on in their marriage. Again, Pastor Michael Todd pulls stunts like this one because it draws an audience to whatever message he's preaching. And many pastors do that now. But I want to switch gears for a minute. Shake this topic up a little bit. Since the super saints on social media had a problem with Pastor Michael Todd's attire, and my buddies over at the Christian Post wrote this lovely article which is available to the masses, I have a question for the individuals in the Lord's church. Since we're talking about feminine attire, when are you all going to get on Pastor Jackie Hill Perry's case about her masculine attire? Take a breath. I can hear somebody saying, "Dawson, I ain't know you were going here." Well, fasten your seatbelts because I got more. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Pastor Jackie Hill Perry is an ex-gay minister who was thrust into the religious limelight because she was delivered from same-sex attraction, allegedly. Now, I know she has a husband and that she is one of the poster kids for the ex-gay movement along with Pastor Donnie and many others. Now, side note, I know there are individuals who believe in the ex-gay movement and those who don't. I don't believe in it. I believe that people make a decision based on their religious belief and they choose not to act on their desires. But your attraction never changes even if you don't act on it. And if you backslide, you're not going to backslide with the opposite sex. You're going to go back to what you were doing before, what you were used to. Now, that's a debate for another day. Let me get back to my topic. And I know people going to say, "Dawson, I don't agree with you on that." You got to remember, I work in the social service field. I've seen too many women in the Lord's church walk into health departments down here and into clinics I've worked in, and they've had stories of how they thought these men were so-called delivered. Yeah, He was delivered, all right. He delivered you something grandma's soap can't wash off. Let me go on. Whenever I have seen Pastor Jackie Hill Perry in interviews or clips of her online, since we're talking about feminine attire when you all were talking about Pastor Michael Todd, there's nothing dainty, soft, or feminine about Pastor Jackie Hill Perry's attire. I'm being honest. I don't want to hear, well, Dawson, she's a tomboy. That's a bunch of BS. The church, especially the Holiness Church, they don't believe in tomboy and tomgirl mess. That's of the world. Come on, church. If you're going to be strict on Pastor Michael Todd, Pastor Donnie, what about Pastor Jackie Hill Perry? If she is so-called delivered, why does she still look like her past? Why is the residue still on her? Come on, church, wake up! Many individuals in the church have so much to say when you see a man dressing or acting a certain way. But when it's a woman, you turn your head. If you're going to criticize Pastor Michael Todd's attire, his mannerisms, then what about Pastor Jackie Hill Perry's attire and her mannerism and other women who dress and act the same way in the Lord's church? Why is she allowed to get into the Lord's pulpit looking like she's about to go out to recess, mountain climbing, or to engage in a game of tug of war? I'm serious. Take a breath. Answer that question. Some of you all were so hard on Pastor Michael Todd for the way he was dressed. And many of you all go after men in the church who you all deem to be soft or zesty, and God ain't called us to such nastiness. So my question to you is, who's going to go talk to her about the way she dresses? Because I'm going to be honest, the way this world is today, these people going to tell you the truth. The people that she's trying to proselytize, especially those in certain groups, they're going to look at her and say, why should I change? You're a stud just like me. Now I'm closing. But again, if we're going to call out Pastor Michael Todd, who I think did this because he pulled stunts and he wanted attention. But to my point, if we're going to call out men in the church who dress the way Pastor Michael Todd dressed that Sunday, which one of you mothers, sisters in the church are going to go tap Pastor Jackie Hill Perry on the shoulder and say, woman of God, come here, let me talk to you. If you are delivered, I mean truly delivered, you need to show some signs on the inside and the outside, because the world is looking at the total package, not just what comes out of your mouth. I'm done. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this topic. Please hit the thumbs up button. Share the video with family and friends. Thank you for those who support this channel and say, Dawson, Dawson, Dawson Speaks. We love you, man. And guess what? I love you back, and I appreciate the support. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself and protect your peace and protect your energy. Peace.